There's no place like getting home after watching this movie. I'll admit straight up, I am not a Wicked fan, but I understand why people like it. It takes a very famous movie that's like, what, 86 years old now, and it holds it in high regard. It adapts it from a popular musical based on a 1995 book that shows an origin story of how the Wicked Witch became wicked. And we see how a friendship breaks apart. We have some musical numbers that, although I don't remember, a lot of people hold in high regard. We have an amazing singing voice from Cynthia Erivo. I mean, I remember that high note that she would do, and it would play in every single ad on television that made me want to take a broomstick and just fly away from my television. But, I understand why people like it. This one, I think, even if you're a Wicked fan, you're not going to like this movie. And I haven't seen the musical. I haven't read the book. And even I think they did some things with the story here where if they did that in the musical, that's really stupid. Because I'd say by the second or third act of the film, the movie really becomes like a J.J. Abrams-esque retread, where it takes very sacred material, and I would say pays so much homage to it that it ends up bastardizing it in a way. And I can't go into more detail other than like spoiling it for you from there, so I won't do that. The structure is a mess. Within the first 30 minutes, the movie's cutting between three different characters. The whole point of the first movie was about how Elphaba and Glenda end up breaking their relationship. But in this movie, they're still like best friends, which kind of defeats the purpose of the first film. And boy, I know what I was going to say now. There's a lot of Oz novels. L. Frank Baum wrote those novels. There's about 14 of them. At a certain point of his death, a couple people came in and started adapting those. Yet we haven't seen movies like that. Is it because they're a lot like Return to Oz, where it's more dark and disturbing and it's not quite the magical land that we think it is? Because the way L. Frank Baum wrote it, they were meant to be like, it was meant to be like an entire world within our world, and he meant to expand it. Yet these movies only take place in like the three locations we remember from The Wizard of Oz. And I get it, The Wizard of Oz is ubiquitous, but you can never live up to it because it's so part of the public conscious. So if you try to, all you can do is pay homage to it and try to make your own story, and I think Wicked did that to an extent. And in this movie, it's just an overly long sort of epilogue that is unnecessary and does some damage to the original 39 film. So yeah, I can't recommend it. And even if you're a Wiki or a Wiccan or whatever, and you go on a date night to it, you might like it at first, but once that hype dies away and you think about the film, maybe it won't be so good in your memory. But you can see my full written review at ypareviews.com. I gave it 1 out of 4 Guinnesses. Okay, don't send me death threats because I didn't like it. Okay, that's just, wouldn't that make you wicked?